Hi, everyone, and hi, Max. Today we are talking about how to tap the Notre Dame alumni to find trusted mentors, coaches, and advice. The Notre Dame Network is often described as passionate, loyal, and powerful. Notre Dame students and alumni value being part of this family, not only for the friendships, but also the professional connections, of course. And today we get to speak with one of those wonderful alumni, Max Gaston. Max, thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk to you. Such a great history. Let's get into it, though, what you're doing now, because you're the Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion at the Notre Dame Law School. That must keep you busy.
In a word, yes. But the thing is, if you love what you do, it doesn't always feel like work. I've got a really full life, but I think that it's something that I wouldn't change for the world.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about your background a little bit. I'd like to know first what influence Notre Dame has had on your life and career.
It's a really great question. I think that Notre Dame for me has it altered the course of my life in so many ways. So I graduated from the law school in 2013, and I came to law school with this mindset that I wanted to work in human rights, I wanted to work in social justice, I wanted to make a difference. And I know that Notre Dame, I knew at the time as well, had a really, really strong commitment to that and had opportunities that I'd just be able to benefit from in terms of figuring out how to make a difference in the world and being around people, faculty, students who also shared that same passion and that same drive. And so the experiences that I had, including being able to study abroad while I was a student in London, really informed my worldview and the things that I ultimately would go on to do. I ultimately went on to do some consulting work for charitable organizations in the UK. That led me to do human rights work in India, and coming back into the States, going to the ACLU, and it just really all started at Notre Dame. So if you think about that chain link, one thing informs the other, informs the other, informs the other. Notre Dame was the catalyst. It was that inciting moment of my life, and I definitely never forget that that's what it was, because I don't know how things would have gone had I been somewhere else. Even if I was in a place that had the same kind of opportunities, the culture here and the embrace that you get from the people and just the way that you're raised to just value and care about other people, I don't know that I would have got. I think it's a really unique thing about this place, and it definitely informed how I then moved in the rest of my career after graduation. I worked for a firm that was primarily staffed by Notre Dame alumni, and I think for me, the reason that that was important was because it gave not just what you were looking for, check boxes professionally, you want it to be this type of firm, you want it to be this subject matter area. It was also the type of people that you would be around and the shared experiences and the climate that you would be able to enjoy. And I think that when you've got Notre Dame folks in the room, you have that sort of immediate sense of, well, we all have this experience together that we've shared, even if it was years apart, to build off of and have a sense of collegial environment.
Right, right. I think it's that spirit of giving back. Exactly. And that's why, of course, tens of thousands of Notre Dame alumni and students are active on Irish Compass. So, how did you tap the Notre Dame network and why? And again, specifically back to Irish Compass.
Sure. So, for me, it was two things. There's how do I tap the network before I started working for the institution? And then how do I use that network and Irish Compass in particular after that? Right now, my job is to support students and to support a climate of inclusion and belonging, things that are definitely values of the Notre Dame community and always have been. So being able to use Irish Compass to find alumni that I can connect students with, that I can bring to campus and have them tell their stories. People can get a sense of the legacy that we have and the things that we're able to contribute. I think that there's just so much richness in what the law school has to offer on a regular basis, nowadays, that sometimes it's hard to look back and see all of the amazing things that the people who were here before are doing. And then students miss out on this wealth of opportunity to advance themselves professionally, to get advice and guidance, to find mentors, to find sponsors. So for me, Irish Compass it's a really great vehicle to connect the Notre Dame folks of yesteryear to the next generation of Notre Dame graduates.
Mhm. I'm glad you answered that way because that is my next question. What would you say to somebody who is reluctant or hesitant about reaching out?
I mean, the thing is, this community is here for you, right? It's here for you to benefit from. You have access to it. And if you have something that you need that you can find through an alumni connection, the surefire way to make that not happen is to not bother.
Right.
When you have a resource and you have a need that resource can meet, it's only good sense to take advantage of it. Your relationship with this institution does not end when you graduate. So in some ways, it's only beginning at that point. And not tapping into a community that wants to support you is only something that's going to cause you to miss out.
All right, we're going to do a lightning round real quick. Your favorite place on campus?
The Duncan Student Center, the gym.
And what is your favorite book or podcast?
Well, my favorite podcast is the DEI podcast. Everybody should subscribe and listen.
Yep.
My favorite book is American Gods by Neil Gaiman.
Okay. And I know this is hard. Your favorite Notre Dame memory?
Yeah. So this is a tough one because there's a huge library of memories, especially now that I work here. But I have to say that the biggest one for me has to be graduation, because law school is a challenging experience. And even at a place like Notre Dame, where you feel the embrace and you have all the support in the world, it's still hard because it's rigorous. And crossing that hurdle and getting over that hump is something that I'll never forget.
Yeah, that's amazing. Congratulations to you because that is such an accomplishment. Thank you, Max, so much for your time. So this is our gentle nudge to everyone. Remind you to go to irishcompass.nd.edu. There are so many wonderful resources and people there who are ready to help you, like Max said. So again, to learn more about how the platform can help you throughout your professional journey and stay connected with the Notre Dame community, just visit irishcompass.nd.edu. Max, I am so grateful for your time today. I look forward to listening to your podcast. Thank you for making time for us.
Thank you so much.